I'm willing to answer any questions, any doubt that you have. And only one last sentence, Ambassador already said, India is an emerging nation. Lastly, I said it earlier, I will repeat it, because the Ambassador said about your help to the government of India. Yes, you have shown, the American community has shown your not only interest, your effort, your power, your political power you have shown when the nuclear agreement was in trouble. There's some problem. It is you, the Indian Americans, you made a lobbying, you influenced the senators, you influenced the congressmen, and it is definitely, apart from the government of India effort, always we remember that effort, your effort was the most crucial effort that made the agreement was successful. And Madam was very much involved in the foreign ministry at that time. She knows it, how does it happen. And this I said in the earlier meeting, I would repeat. But yes, we always look at you as one of the strongest supporters of India's development story. And your support, your thing. And lastly, one more point. My ministry issued a government order. Then MCI have been asked to amend the law, the rules. That is for the Indian doctors to come to India and practice. I know none of you are going to come and practice. Here you may get $10, they'll get you a 10 rupee. So you won't come, I know. But definitely your knowledge, that is the ambassador said, we are a knowledge bank. Your knowledge will be transferred to India and it will help us. And I can tell you one interesting story which I don't take time. One of my friends, who is a minister now, he telephoned me and said, my son is seriously ill. He's a pulmonary some problem, bleeding inside. Not the RCC, they said, take him home, no chance. Then Sumanjandi called me. He was not a chief minister at that time, he's a leader of opposition. He asked me, can you find out what can be done? Then I rang up some doctors in California. I said, this is the matter. Can you suggest to me? Can I take this boy there? No, sir, don't take him. It's more dangerous. So why can't you talk to some so-and-so doctor in the medical institute? I called him. In between, see, Manjandi also on the job. They contacted the Bangalore, one of the Reddy's hospital. Then in between we talked to Bombay for an air ambulance. Then he told me, the doctor in AMS told me, only place is better you take the boy to Bangalore. We took him to Bangalore by the air ambulance, and of course surgery had been made, he survived, he's very healthy now. But the question is this, yes, Vayalar, Ravi and Manjandi could do it. What about the ordinary citizen? This question is in my mind. Ordinary citizen, what do you do? Because we don't have so much of specialist on this subject. So your services is necessary in our country. This kind of peculiar disease, peculiar problem, which happened to the young people, and to save them, I believe it need a kind of a more doctors necessary, more specialists necessary, more training is necessary. I said this example because of our influence we could do for a boy. But the Indian citizen need this kind of help. That can be done by an association with the doctors who work there. The subject they know well, they can train the Indian doctors, come there, practice and train the doctors. This kind of special kind of diseases, which is a very difficult disease, can be cured. And I believe that is why we decided to. This is a demand. PBD, many PBD, the demand has come. We doctors, we want to come back and do something. Naturally, the professional jealousy, Indian doctors are very good, but they don't want you to come there, you know. But I want you to come. So we amended the law. Everything is amended. Because we think that your service is most important for an ordinary citizen. That is why, that is the reason. It is not for the question of money, it is a question of service. So I appeal to you, this connectivity of the young people and your professional connectivity is also equally important. I wish this will take an opportunity for you to think in terms of how we can help India. Not by money alone. Your service also is very important. And thank you very much. Any questions you can ask? Yes.
You have done an outstanding job in improving the lives of overseas Indians all over the world. And I want to thank you for inviting me last year to chair and moderate a session called Diaspora and Philanthropy.
Yeah.
I have a question on that. During the period of question and answers, there are a number of people who wanted to donate and also contribute money to different programs in India. Unfortunately, there is no follow-up. It is not a criticism, it is a suggestion to you, sir.
No, the criticism is good.
There should
Welcome.
be some follow-up of that. I have written letters to your ministry.
Yes.
But unfortunately, nothing has happened so far. Even the panelists themselves wanted to know how they can help their motherland.
Yeah, that's why I explained earlier. The IDF is the institution which you can associate. That IDF registration was delayed. Suppose we want to do from American friends, but we have to register the institution. Others, you have a problem. We don't want any problem for any Indian citizen who try to associate with IDF. So we registered here, already registered, and a committee have been formed. Likewise, different countries also we are registering. India also, we got all the exemptions. That is where the delay has come. But now the things are started moving little fast. I can assure you, when the next meeting which we'll hold and make others to join this institution, then things will be clear. That is, but legally we will be very safe. That is the reason.
Just to compliment you, the streamlining of the OCI card. I must compliment the staff here. Me and my wife got the OCI card within 3 weeks. It was quite an achievement.
Yeah, that's good. The only problem is OCI card. You have to fill form correctly and send it email. And anything wrong, may I tell you a secret? Only limited staff in every embassy. That's the one problem. You can't blame them all the time. But every form completely, without any error, you fill it, easily it will come. Everyone should know that.
2 days ago, I was in a meeting where Senator Mark Warner was giving a little speech, and he was coming back from an overseas trip to India where he took a trade delegation. I'm sure he's one of the Indian American senators who is strongly proposing India-US relations. And one of the things he mentioned was that this is a number that he gave, 250,000 Americans have made India their home. And he was trying to say, how can he tap into that? Because we are the ambassadors there now. So he says, he's trying to pick something, how he can make a group to kind of get into that resource.
What they can do, they can have what we do in India, they can also have the overseas Americans diaspora, they can create, no problem. They can.
When a scientist, an economist, expert goes to India, if he wants to work there, it's on a longer term basis. I was told at least a semester, if not more. But there are a number of people who go for a month and they have something to contribute. Now we do it on a personal basis.
The government of India has already decided and approved a legislation for a participation of most important recognized universities abroad with Indian universities. This is one of the best way for the persons to come and make kind of, it can be easily organized, but it could not get through. It had to be in the parliament and it could not get through. But that is because the whole idea of the collaboration between the foreign university and the Indian university, not all the universities, but the most important universities come forward. It will enable and help those who are Indians also would like. Maybe they also may be working here. Then this kind of arrangement only can make the Indian intellectuals to come and make lectures there.
This facility for India-born doctors to return to India and practice there, does it apply only to doctors returning from the United States, or does it apply to others? For instance, an Indian doctor who graduated from Patrice Lumumba University in Moscow, or an Indian doctor who graduated from Dublin can they also go back, or is it only applicable to exalted
No,
degrees
the
from
law,
the United States?
law is applicable to everybody. The MCA is yet to resisting it, yet to amend. But one rule is there. There are many students go to China now, Lumumba University, wherever, but they have to come back and appear for an exam. There is a medical council introduce an exam. That examination must be appeared, then they have to get through. Otherwise it's difficult. But I think there's no much complaint. All of them will get through, so not much of a problem. But this, what I'm talking about is that the senior doctors, physicians, they are demanding that why can't allow us to come and do some work there.